Oh, I forgot to set the song. Nope, 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 nope. I got it. Hey up, Ghosties. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing today. Hey up, Wilbur with the first and also the Spotify reminder, although Emily does claim she was first and that the honey hearts have failed her. Is it glitching or is it me? It shouldn't be glitching. It shouldn't be glitching. Hello? Hello, are you there? Sorry. It's finally snowing by you. I'm gonna pray the snow stays chill. Because I have to drive tomorrow, and I'm just hoping the snow doesn't fuck me over. I wish it wasn't every single time that I had to do a big drive that it fucking started snowing. I would love if that was the case. Do you know what I mean? That would be great. It'd be really ideal, actually, because it's every time I have to be like, oh, gotta drive 6 hours home. Where are you driving? Home for the weekend. Speaking of which, chatters, I can go into more detail once we're off the starting soon screen. But this will be my only stream this weekend, and I feel so bad. Except I don't actually feel bad because the subathon is next weekend, and so you'll get 4 straight days of streaming. So you can survive this weekend without me. Me thinks you can survive just the one without me. You know what I mean? That's my hope. But I do have stuff I have to do in another state. Chano? Hello everybody, my name is Almost Sander and welcome home. How are we? Hope you guys are doing well today. This is just not the music that you know what, I'll let the song play. I like the song. Turn it down a little bit though, because that is just too much music for me right now. Cannot focus. Hello. So I am driving home for the weekend. I'm visiting Rumi, actually. I can't focus with this music on. I can't, it's too much. Go play something else. This works. I'm visiting Rumi, so I'm doing a 6-hour drive home tomorrow. So I will not be able to stream for the weekend, unfortunately. I could maybe, I don't know. I was like, I could sit maybe on Sunday, but I just don't know if I'll be home in time for that, and I've got other stuff I gotta do. So this will be your only stream for the week. I'm sorry. So this is my last time to remind you that the subathon is on February 20th, which is why I'm really not that sad about missing an entire weekend of streaming, because I will be live for like 96 hours next weekend. And you know, that's really its own thing. I'm gonna be honest. Or up to 96 hours. Really depends on what you guys end up contributing to the situation. Do you know what I mean? I'm also eating a cake on stream today because I'm hungry. Whoops. Going out with my partner, can't stay long. Totally understand. I hope you have a good time. Yeah, I can't believe the next stream. Well, no, because how long has it been since I got top surgery? It's been 2 months? No, 3 months? It was November 15th. So November to December to January to February. It's been 3 months. Whoa. Holy shit. I can't believe it's been 3 months. That's actually nuts. Unironically. That's crazy. I just worked out today, so they kind of hurt. They're a little sore, honestly. Forgot you're streaming. The highlight of my day? Bro, let's go. Work is hell right now. I'm gonna listen as I work. Yes. I'm sorry that your work is hell. If you stream on Wednesday, that'll be right before the subathon the next day. Yeah, I probably will not stream on Wednesday, so you're probably right. The next stream will probably be the subathon. I try not to stream What are you doing? Please. I try not to stream on the Wednesday. That's worse. Whatever. I try not to stream on the Wednesday before subathons just because I'm going to be live for like 3 days in a row, and I just need like a day to prepare for that. I can't fix this. I can't. Okay, we're gonna recurl that one because that is just not how that's gonna be working. Could you please go anywhere else? Okay, hopefully that redries properly. Sometimes the curls need to be taught how to behave, and right now it's this. This just can't be the way that this curl lives. I liked it. No, it's curling in the wrong direction. Go away! I'm losing my mind. Whatever it does now is outside of my control. This is worse. This is worse. I'm tucking this. I'm back. That was the worst ad of my life. Yo, what kind of ads are you guys getting today? You guys are very upset about them. My subscription automatically renews. I'm sorry, I meant to say for the subathon. It's okay. It happens. Unironically, it's so okay. It simply is super okay. Another college reminder. Perfect. Horse steroids. Huh? You didn't even get an ad. Ads are terrible. I hate them. No, we love ads. Ads are great because it's you giving me money. Smooches to ads. I love all of my ad watchers. Ad watchers, you have a special place in my heart. Thank you for sitting through horse tranquilizer ads to give me money. Smooches to all of my ad watchers. Thank you. Just mentioned a recent ad you've seen. Okay. Why are you seeing horse tranquilizer ads? What kind of targeted advertisement is finding you? You're like, how to tranquilize. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do art today. I wanted to work on the Azazel and Zadkiel art. Last time I tried to work on this art on stream, I got banned off of Twitch for like 3 days. So I'm gonna try really hard to do the art today. I've added a shirt to Azazel so that I can still work on him, but like it hopefully won't cause problems. Also, why am I like washed out as fuck? Where's my controller? There it is. Can you like chill? Is the yellow better or worse? It feels worse. Whatever. Shirt? Yeah. I did watch the Super Bowl. I watched the Super Bowl with Reese. It was a really fun time. And the halftime show. Bro, first of all, if you haven't seen the halftime show, why? Go watch it. It was phenomenal. There were so many people hating on it. Like there's a lot of hate where it was like worst Super Bowl halftime of all time. Actually, everybody who's been saying that was the worst Super Bowl halftime of all time is actually distinctly, numerically, analytically actually wrong, which is like the best part of it. It was the most viewed Super Bowl halftime show of all time, beating out Michael Jackson. Like the biggest like Super Bowl halftime show that has literally ever happened. It was absolutely phenomenal. It also had 100 million viewers more than Trump's inauguration, which phenomenal. That is so fucking funny. Absolutely so funny. And Kendrick Lamar has absolutely like destroyed, like the symbolism was gorgeous. The music was insane. Like it was just the whole thing top to bottom was one of the best performances I've ever seen. I was absolutely screaming. I've rewatched it like 8 times. I had so much fun. 7 out of 10. No, not 7 out of 10. I was going to say 10 out of 100, but then that is also wrong. And I tried to correct it to it didn't work. 10 out of 10. I was trying to make a big number out of a little number and I failed on every aspect and I'm sorry. That's who I am now. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do fractions. I was gonna be like 100 out of 10 and then my brain was like, no, 10 out of 100. And I was like, no, 7's a bigger number than 10. 7's such a big number. 7 out of 10. Fuck you. 10 out of 10 would Kendrick Lamar again. Anyways, we're gonna try not to get banned with this one. So this has been my workaround. Yeah. This has been my workaround for trying to, yeah. I'm hoping that I can get away with doing this. If stream randomly ends at any point, I don't know why, but it means I got banned again. I'm really trying to avoid it. But amen. Can I get an amen in chat? Yeah, this is what we're working with. I'm trying so hard. But here's our pretty boys. They're so pretty. This is the one and only time I'll ever ask for an amen in chat. But my recent event has been trying to work on getting all of his goddamn fucking scars on him. I thought it just said men, and I was like, yes, it is. It's amen. Like, men, you know? Oh god, fucking my thumbnail's bothering me. So now I'm just doing the attempt of trying to get these fucking tattoos correct. And just hoping I can get these things down. Men. A singular men. I love the song. Yeah, this song played while I was in the shower today. I don't know why it's playing twice. This is the second time I've heard this song today, and the first time was in the shower, which was really a place. Hi, Ollie. Yes. How can I help? I didn't say hi to you. Hi, Ollie. I forgot to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well. How's everybody's day going? I'm also going to be switching between... Okay, and I got to make sure... Admire my face for a moment. I've got to make sure that when I import my things that you guys don't see any of my secrets. I do have secrets right now. You would see my secrets. You can't. Just trying to see... How did I do this? I ate a cheese stick today. That's a way to do a day. That, you know, sounds good to me. If I could stop any harder, I would, but I'm all cried out. I'm so sorry. My day is tired. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's how I did these. I'm watching the Four Nations tournament, and I don't know why I thought anything interesting would happen, as if you aren't making the entirety of Canada play Sweden. Poor guys. Oh no. I thought you were at work. Are you watching the tournament at work? I know a lot of workplaces would do that. That makes sense. I am. Yes. Okay. You're the only streamer that responds to my comments. I love you. No, I love you. It's because I'm a tiny little streamer. This is... Oh, it's a work study. I don't do shit, bro. Yeah. I'm a little ass streamer. So there's like, what, a total of like less than 20 of you here at any given time. It's pretty easy for me to hold a one-on-one conversation with 20 people at a time. Also, it's like actually like 6 people who text. How many of you guys are there? I should make you guys do a roll call of how many of you guys actually like are chatters versus viewers. I'm also in stream at work. Yeah. I started designing an OC that's been living exclusively in my head for about 8 years. I love it. My dream is to meet you one day. It's crazy. Some people have. Okay. Here, 1 for Voracious, 2 for Ollie, 3 Tyrio, 4 Cyber, 5 for Athene Weenie. So we're up to 5 active chatters. 6 for Arctic. 7 for Reese. Trying to figure out who all... So that's 7. Okay, 8 for Rotten. Yeah, Rotten's always a drawer in chatter. 9 for Tara. Sorry, Emily. Alex, shut up. Or Ash, you shut up. You've been counted already. You should do a meet and greet so I can give you the crochet roses. See, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Tara. 10 for Callum. The P.O. box doesn't work. Yeah, I don't have a P.O. box quite set up yet. How's it feel to get lore named? I do it to literally everybody at one point or another. I've done it. It's gotten wild. Anyways, yeah, go watch our lore. I need to figure out the center line for all of this. It's gonna be like... Hang on, I'm trying to... I'm deeply honored that you have interest in meeting me. The news that is hard to face is I'm not famous. It's giving calling my brother Benito. Bro, I just mimic whatever's around me. So like if you call Ben Benito, I just like picked it up and just immediately called him that. And then it was just like, that's probably the worst example I have of like how embarrassing mimicry can be for me. It is so embarrassing because I will just pick up on like what other people say. So if I'm like, oh yeah, they call him a Benito, like I know he doesn't give a fuck, but Benito is probably the furthest I've gone in like accidentally like nicknaming somebody. Like I've like picked up on like people's like nicknames, like they're like pet names for each other, and we'll call somebody that and be like, I'm so sorry, that is not my name for you. But like if I call people, like if I hear it, I say it, and my brain doesn't care. It's so unfortunate. You are famous, don't sell yourself short. I am a micro fame. I have micro fame on TikTok alone. And I wouldn't even call it actual like fame. It's like, I don't know. And suddenly Akon's playing. Okay. Fucking Usher and fucking... It was Akon, Usher, Jay-Z? No, Lil Jon, Ludacris. That's what it is. You're my hero. Aw, thanks. I promise I'm literally just a guy, though. It means a lot, and I've had a lot of people who are like, who have that experience where like, I've done a lot for them, and that it genuinely means a lot to me. But I promise, like, I am just a guy. I'm just a dude in my room. Like, this is just my bedroom. Y'all are just sitting in my bedroom with me. But like, I don't know. Yeah, he can giggle a little. Yeah, I have no clue to Dreyfus. I'll say, man, nothing in my mind is worth 650 words. You just got it. It depends on what the essay prompt is. You got to use your ethos, pathos, logos. A little bit of logic, a little bit of heartstrings. You know what I mean? I'll send you my college essay. You can read it. I think my college essay was about going to Peru, if I remember properly. Trying to remember how I did this. Like, this is easy because this will go in that direction. Is this the center line? I guess it is, isn't it? Okay. I'm guessing I'm going to do something like this, because I don't think that line goes around the back, but I have to double check. Not entirely sure. One more dance and I'm like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to leave? What is it? 650 words, and it's just your name over and over and over again. I have multiple prompts I can choose from. Well, what kind of prompts are there? You gotta find one of the prompts that are gonna give you a way to tug heartstrings. That's the thing. You have to stand out by making them give a shit. The thingy on his knee. I don't know what that is. Hey, yo, 10 stream streak. That's huge. Birthday suit. See, and I feel like I'm not low enough down. I feel like I need to like take all of this. Like that. Because then it'd be like here. Better freak in the bed. Drawing this fucker's tattoos is literally the bane of my existence every time I draw him. Every single time I draw him. It's why nobody else draws him too. Like I have him on like what me and Azazel's knee finger crossed him. Gee, that is an original sentence. That is, Ollie is right. I don't think anyone else has ever had that experience or that emotion. But like I have him on Art Fight, and I think I have one drawing of him that somebody has done, and it's a chest up with Zadkiel. Like somebody drew them together, which I was so happy about because it's phenomenal and I love it. But nobody's drawing this stupid idiot in his full body because it's just awful to experience. Like it's truly just a nightmare. Every time I draw, because I have the unfortunate combination of drawing him in essentially no clothing and also complete head to toe tattoos. Which just makes for a bad combination, you know? It's an unfortunate combination of things. I drew him also chest up, that's true. Put him in a suit, full body, yeah. Boy oh boy, and I'm gonna draw him for Art Fight. I'm so excited. Yeah, literally just yay, my character is an intricate design. Oh fuck, my character is an intricate design. Yeah. Tattoos can be fun sometimes. I have found them very fun. They're just a night. Kane is not as bad as Azazel is. And Kane's got a shit ton of tattoos, but they're basic, normal, flat tattoos. So I can just like take a picture of them and then put them on his body and wrap it to that piece. I can't do that with Azazel because these are not stampable. They have to be, they're shaped and molded to his body to flow with them. So I can't just like, you know, draw a single shape and then stick it on there. I've got to like individually do these fuckers every single time. The worst character trait to have is just wings. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I think it's, I personally, yeah, I don't know. I have them in other places, but I don't know where. They limit what kind of poses and layouts you can have with them. I mean, they can. What color are your eyes? I'm drawing you. Yeah, let me let you inspect. Does this help? I have blue eyes. Did that help? I hope that helped and also scared you. I hope that was just as disturbing as it was in my mind. Oh, hey, King. Did not intend for you to join with me with my eyeball to the camera. Did you just change one of my characters because the giant ass wings kept getting in the way? There's plenty of poses you can do with winged characters. You just have to be creative. You gotta use those creative juices, you know? There's plenty of fun ways to use wings. I won't say that they're easy to manage, but it's really just like any other like extra limb. Blue like Waltz Blue Meth. Ollie, what are you on today? What are you up to over there? Also, you said Xander earlier, and then you didn't say anything after. Is it about the writing? How you doing over there? You doing okay? You holding it together? I know you're not having fun writing. I was copying Tyrio. I see. It comes from the ads. Just your face in the camera. I'm so sorry. Blue like the skies that open after a hurricane. I see. Yeah, Tyrio said ice blue like the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. I understand now. I am not doing okay. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it? You can come talk about it. You can come talk about it either on call or just in chat. Whatever will get you through it. Whatever will get you through the day. God, I wish I could just mirror this fucker. This just isn't how the world works. Blue like my iPad pen? I think it's white. I'm blue, babadi babadai, and I would beat off a guy, and I would beat off a guy, and I mean, dabadi babadai, dabadi, yeah, anyways. Okay, same. Blue like the common app web, yeah, that's the one. I don't like writing one bit, I'm sorry. I promise there are days that you do like writing, I swear. They exist. They're few and far between. I feel like it's one of the writing can be one of those things where you don't necessarily like the process, but like you like the end result, you know? Like you don't always have to be like, oh, writing is my favorite pastime. I would do it in my free time just for fun. Like sometimes it's just like I like the outcome. I'm bored as shit. I'm sorry. Literally haven't made any significant progress to this in months because I'm just so bored of it. I mean, I hate to offer a concept here, but could that mean that it's done? Like if you're like, man, I have nothing like huge that I feel like I need to change and I'm so bored because I've read all of it before. Could that just mean that like it's done and it is now ready for the world? Because if you're bored, my instinct is that like there's nothing that you're like, oh, I've really got to fix this. Things need to be changed and added to. I mean, I don't know. Just felt like it makes sense. Be like anybody else. It's been happiness. I'm just in that weird middle stage where every component has been added, but no, only in a very rushed way. Do you have freckles? I do not. I don't think I do. I have beauty marks. Like, I've got, like, the little, like... I don't know how to show you guys. Can you see my beauty marks? Like, the little, like, these guys? Like, I don't know. I've got those on my face. But, like, I don't think I have freckles. I was always jealous because my friend growing up had freckles, and I did not. But I'm, like, covered in the beauty marks. Like, they're, like... Do you see, like, they're, like... Look at all these guys. They're just all over. I'm covered in these things. There's nothing new or fun about it. I understand. I like freckles, just not on me. See, I love freckles. I like that I have beauty marks. I'm always happy that I have beauty marks because I really do think they're gorgeous. But, like, I always wanted freckles growing up. Like, that was the thing. Xander has freckles, but it's a speck of blood that splashed on his face when he and the rest of royalty stabbed me in the heart with the last lore episode. Exclamation point lore! Several very visible ones on my face that I love so much. Haha, hee hee. Love them. Hehe, yay, my favorite. Do you not like your beauty marks? Do you have beauty marks? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever necessarily noticed them. Sometimes when I'm feeling bad about myself, I pretend my acne scars are freckles because freckles are pretty. I've never noticed you having acne scars, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's always those things on people's faces that they're like the most insecure about that I just straight up have never noticed. Ow. Tinnitus. There's like several gigantic ones front and center in my face. I also, admittedly, I have aphantasia, so when you're not directly standing in front of me, I can't picture your face. Like, I cannot draw anybody I know or love from memory. Not like I don't care if it's my best friend or the person I live with or literally my mom. Like, I cannot draw people from memory because I don't have a memory, a visual memory, I should say. So I guess I probably have some knowledge, but I guess I've never like acknowledged them. Like, I've never like been like beauty marks. Kind of like I've never looked at them and been like acne scars. Like, I've never like noticed them. I'm not saying they're not there. I'm just saying I just, you know. You said like your beauty marks. See, I love beauty marks. I like, unironically, I love them. I love having them on my face. Sometimes I wish I had more of them, which is like a weird thought, but like unironically, I think they're so pretty and so unique. Like, I do wish that I had more visible ones, and I used to have darker ones, and they kind of like come and go over the years. Like, I've gotten new ones and had old ones like fade away, and I used to have darker ones, and now I have less. I'm like, oh, that's a shame. Personally, a shame. Trying to get this thing. This is like the hardest thing to draw, is these stupid like diamonds on his leg that just never have been and never will be even. Just never. I have acne scars and eczema on my face is beyond repair at this point. I have eczema on my body, but I don't have it very badly on my face. Like, I've had eczema on my body for a while, and it's never super bad, but it's definitely there. I have a beauty mark on the side of my face, and I forget about it all the time. I have the one big one here, and then I have like a line of little ones on my other cheek. Methinks, from what I remember. I'm gonna look at my own face in a camera really quickly. Let me see. Yeah, I have the big one there, and I have a little one there. Yeah, and then I have like a really faint line of like 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And that's the one that I used to really like, because if you look at it really closely, I can't quite show you because I don't think my camera can pick up on it. But I have a line of 1, 2, 3, 4 down my cheek and one on either side, so it looks like I have a cross on my cheek. Like, if I connected the dots, I'd have a cross on my cheek, and I thought that's super dope, personally. I think it's cool. His skin is unsalvageable. I just don't agree. Unsolvable is crazy. Truly crazy. Okay, that should be close enough to even-ish. Yeah, this is close to, that's close to being even. But yeah, I don't know. It's always those little insecurities on people that they talk about, and I'm like, hey, I don't know, brother, but I've just like literally never noticed them on you. And I feel that way about so many people who are like, oh my god, I have this awful thing that like ruins the way that I look. And I'm like, you do? Crazy news to me, honestly. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like super non-observant, and that's definitely possible, but it's also possible that like all the insecurities that we're all constantly losing our minds over like really don't matter. Like, because like I know we notice them. That was a trend on TikTok a while ago. I just remembered that trend. It was the trend of like the picture of myself of like I love this picture, but ... and you would scroll over and be like, please tell me what the first thing you noticed was. Like, because like originally there was a trend of being like, I bet you think this picture is cute, and then like I bet you didn't even notice, insert the insecurity of like, I bet you didn't even notice that my hair was crooked, or I bet you didn't even notice that my hand looked weird, or I bet you didn't even notice how my arm looked fat. Like, they would do that thing, and then people would start trying to guess before they swiped. And so then people would post a picture of themselves and be like, I bet you didn't even notice, and then swipe, and it would be like, please tell me what the first thing you noticed was. What did you think I was insecure about, so that I know what to be insecure about? You know, like that was like the trend. It was a really interesting trend to watch people like turn on themselves. Compliment yourselves. I'm hot. It's pretty easy to say nowadays. I'm fairly confident in it. I love my hair because I think my hair looks dope. I've got a really great taste in earrings because I'm always enjoying my earrings. I don't know. I like my pretty little beauty marks on my face because I think they're cool. I've got wicked scars. My chest scars, kind of sexy, kind of cool. Makes me very interesting. I don't know. I'm pretty loyal. Seems like a valid thing to put. I don't know. Those are just things that I like about myself. I don't know what everybody else likes about me, but that's what I got. I don't really give a shit what anybody else thinks. Like the situations in which I give a fuck what people think about me are few and far between, you know? Like I just in general don't really care. I definitely could think of circumstances in which I would be like, oh, it'd be cool if insert person thought this way about me. You know, we all have those, but like, I don't know. In my rat tarot deck, wait, should strength be a buff rat or a rat in a lion suit? I think the rat in a lion suit feels very symbolic. That would be a very symbolic. Like a rat trying to be something stronger. Rat in a buff lion suit. Buff rat in a lion... No, not buff rat in a lion suit. Weak rat in a buff lion suit. Now we're thinking. How'd you do those... the braids? These are just my actual hair. When I cut my hair, I just don't cut the braids, and for 3 years I haven't cut these. So they keep growing and everything else keeps getting cut. So just eventually they end up long. That's really all they are. They're just my own hair. Your memories. God, drawing him with a little slutty like crop top on has not helped personally. It makes me want to draw modern day Children of Aesir. Putting him in a slutty little top that says Amen just genuinely makes me want to draw Azazel and Zadkiel in like a modern day like setting, because come on, you know what I mean? I just feel like that would kind of slap. I wouldn't know what to draw them, like what circumstances to draw them under. It seems like it would be fun. Okay. Something like that, I don't know. I'm always afraid that like one of the symbols I've drawn on Azazel is like accidentally like some offensive ass symbol somewhere somehow. Yeah, just making sure I've got like my middle marked. Oh boy. Men are so ridiculous. What do you mean you walk into this track for the women's indoor track team is using 4 practice right now and just walk into the basketball court in the middle of it to use it for your layups? Nobody cares, dude. I mean, is it a public gym? Like, is it rented out right now, or is it just like a public open space gym? No? Okay, that's actually crazy. Because I was like, if it's an open public space gym, like, yeah, that's bad etiquette, but like, technically, like, you're at the gym, do whatever. But like, if it's just simply not, that's crazy. I dropped a piece of cake. No, no, no. Oh. It's reserved. There's caution tape around the track. Men will see caution tape and just walk fucking through it. That's not even just men. I've seen women do it too. Some people, some types of people just do that. People just think they own the fucking world, man. The audacity some people have is just always baffling to me. I'm always amazed by audacity. Yo, Zim, how are you? How are you? I hope you're well. Gah. Sorry, I'm just going through things right now. Trying to draw these fucking tattoos. They're actually scars, but I keep calling them tattoos. Okay. Okay. My boy, please. And then I've got to do like, I have to like, I'm trying to like make perspective be a thing that like, obviously like this part of his leg is going away. So they're going to be like smaller and closer together. What are we drawing? Azazel and Zadkiel, my man. Just drawing some OCs. Don't mind the shirt. Azazel's not actually wearing a shirt, but Twitch doesn't like him uncensored because he looks like a woman. We are not drawing. Okay. Someone told them to fuck off and they were like, man, why else would we be here than to shoot hoops? I don't know, maybe use these college sports facilities for college sports. Hey, how do you know that's not the entirety of the college men's basketball team? Right there, that's them. All of them is that one man. The entire college sports team is here. Maybe that's what he's here for. That's what he's like, why would I use this gym for anything other than my college sport, of course? You know? Feels like that makes sense. Feels super plausible. Also, realizing that I have to like curve some of these because his skin is curved is stressful. Okay. I don't know the college men's basketball team and they don't wear fucking Adidas tennies. Sorry, because you know them. Working my resume and despairing at my straining eyes on the very white dots in my very small part of the page that it takes up. Yeah. Oh, my cake, please. Oh. Sorry, I've been munching on cake. I'm very snacky right now. I also didn't have like a full like dinner. Emily just made chicken and I had chicken. I had 2 pieces of cooked chicken. Of like 2 pieces of grilled chicken. Was my dinner because it is what I had time for. Enlarge, good point. I didn't suggest that because I figured you didn't consider. Oh, okay. You can also just change the resume to be like, you can change the resume to be dark, like darken the screen while you're writing it and then turn it back to a white document later. Why am I doing Romans 12? I ain't doing an essay. Or like, yeah, Eddie, where did the cake come from? It's just, I bought a cake. It's white chocolate raspberry bundt cake. Get lost in the pain till you vanish from sight Let nothing remain. Freeze your brain. Shatter your skull. Fight pain with more pain. Forget who you are. Unburden your load. Forget in 6 weeks. You'll be back on the road. When the voice in your head says you're better off dead. Don't open a vein. Can't hit those notes. Okay. This is just isn't even. Okay. Yeah. Try it. Okay. Just get more experience. Grilled chicken. I thought I heard Heather's. Yeah, I'm of the opinion that cake does not need to be saved for special occasions. It's good any fucking time. That's one of the biggest, like the biggest change I made as like an adult was just the fact that like I am an adult with adult money who can purchase and consume whatever I want, whenever I want. Do I want a cake? Go to the store and buy a cake. This house is stocked with sweet treats all of the time. There is never a time, almost never a time, unless we've eaten all of them, that we don't have some snacks in the house. And I don't mean just mean like chips. I mean like pies, cakes, danishes, brownies, cookies, something. Because me and Emily like a little bit of sweet treat. And nothing's going to kill you by having like a little sweet treat once a day. If I have a little slice of cake once a day, I'm not going to blow up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be the thing that fucking puts me down. It's just not. I could get money open up a thrift store. I could look at living off of magazines. I could die in an engine 64 miles to the gallon of gasoline. I'm going to bust your mood when I say it's a professional hockey game and not a video game. Yeah. No fun game. The stream, the game, the dumb music, the hoppers blast the music to like a boombox. Hashtag pro hoopers, not pro hoppers. Sorry. I ate a full cheese pizza last week and I don't feel bad. Yeah, I ate an entire bacon lovers pizza last night. $20 cheesecake for myself is the best feeling. Deadass. My brother makes some damn good cookies and brownies all of the time. Yeah, it's just nice to have like nice food in the house sometimes. Just be like, hey, you sad? How can you be sad? We have a cake. Where could you possibly be finding sadness if there's literally just a cake sitting right there? Drawing this fucker is driving me nuts. Okay, next. Gotta see it. Oh, I don't know, man. Concept ice cream cake, probably. Bro, I love ice cream cake. I love ice, because I don't like normal cake. I like bundt cake. I like ice cream cake. I like cheesecake. But like normal cake is usually too dry for me. It's usually not up my alley. And it's not that I don't like, I've never liked any cake, but it's like, if I have cake, I need to have like ice cream with it. Like, because I don't like just dry cake, whereas like Emily does. Holly Berry, Mystic Flower, or Dark Cocoa. You don't know the names, just choose one. Holly Berry, Mystic Flower, Dark Cocoa. Mystic Flower is my favorite, because it could be like Mystic Flower, like a flower, and then you're like, actually no, it's just part of a cake. I'm guessing those are cat cooks or something, or cookies, and those are probably cookies in your cookie game you and Race are cookieing about. Yeah, that one. I know what you are doing. I know who you are. She's the embodiment of apathy. Perfect. My mom used to always give me ice cream cakes for my birthday, or she tried to make me one. It's the best. My mom, I did get ice cream cake sometimes. My mom made me dirt cake pretty often, and I love dirt cake. Love dirt cake. Or dump cake. Ugh, love dump cake. I finally made myself a dump cake just for no other reason than to have it myself. And the only downside to dump cake is that making it for yourself is difficult, because unfortunately, it does get soggy very quickly. So when you don't have anybody to share it with, you just have to eat the entire cake in the span of 3 days. Because, like, otherwise it goes bad. You know? I feel like this isn't quite right. I feel like I need to, like... like that, maybe. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. Xander, I gotta make you my worms and dirt trifle? Oh, like a truffle? Truffle? Question mark? I mean, it sounds gas. Nope, trifle? What's a trifle? Layered dessert. Googling actively. Trifle. Oh. Trifle is a layered dessert of English origin. Usual ingredients are a thin layer of sponge fingers or sponge cake soaked in sherry or another fortified wine, fruit element, custard, and whipped cream. I've had one of those before. I just didn't know what the word for it was. I've had like a strawberry pound cake. Trifle? Is it pronounced trifle? I don't know, but it looks yummy. It sounds yummy. I would eat. 10 out of 10 would eat. I know I haven't had it yet, but that's my rating. Confident. Correct pronunciation. Okay. Trying to design a punk OC. What should I add for some extra pizzazz? Depends on what you already have. Punks are pretty infamous for accessories, and like 9 out of 10 of their accessories are gonna be like handmade. Punks are really distinct on DIY. Because you're not like selling to any corporation or buying from any corporation or supporting any corporation. You're just I'm not playing this on live. That just isn't what's playing right now. That can play. Actually, I don't know if I want that either. Or that. I'll let this play. So like looking at patches on clothing, whether that's pants, jackets, shirts, whatever, you could do a copious amount of unfastened belts, but usually unfastened belts are more of like a scene aesthetic rather than punks. You punks will usually have at least a belt or two. They're usually like the riveted ones. They're just a usual belt just to hold shit on, or you'll see like the bullet belts or whatever. And then like, yeah, like extra pockets. Yeah, crust pants or crust shorts or a crust jacket of some form. Punks still have a tendency to do ladder laced boots. If you want to put some combat boots on them and ladder lace them, just make sure you look into ladder code. Weird hair shit, like just weird hair in general. Trying to think what else. Lots of bracelets, like hand wraps and like weird shit like that. And it's all like made at home. So there's like stitching everywhere. There'll be patches and stickers and buttons and pins, soda can tabs like attached to everything. Like, it's just whatever the fuck they got, like little like studs that they've like hand done. That's usually like the direction I tend to go. There's something about Azazel. I don't talk about Azazel a whole lot because I try to keep most of his story pretty secret because it is a novel that I'm writing, so I do want you guys to like someday learn about him through his writing and not the me speaking. But all these designs I'm drawing through him, I know I call them tattoos half the time on accident, but they are scars. And people don't usually say a whole lot about the fact that they are scars. But there's something about the fact that I can't just make a stamp out of them. I have to hand do them. Like, I have to hand draw them onto his skin. That is like a really strange and awful reminder that like this had to be done. These had to be done. Like, these are all healed scars. Like, this is like this little painstaking long ass process I'm doing right now is something that he did. And it's that's a thing. How could you do that to him? I'm sorry. It's one of those things that you don't think about it until I pause and say it out loud and you're like, oh God. Holy shit, you're evil. Yeah. I might be. Joke. No, it's okay. No, I'm with you. It's the life of an author. Does have an upper one. Oh, designing this little fucking shit is so much work. But every time I do that, every time I'm like, I want to complain about like, ugh, it's so much work to draw all these, I have to be like, at least you don't have to get them. Like, you're not like having them put on your body. You just have to draw the fuckers. No school tomorrow? Bro, Xander Villain arc? Yeah, actually. So like, do the patterns mean anything, or are they just cool? They do, but they're... It's very soft fantasy in that like I couldn't tell you what eat like this means this and this means this and this means this. Like I don't have that for you. Just because unfortunately I didn't put in the time and effort to write in the meaning of all of them. I could have, maybe someday I will, but I didn't have that in me, so I did not. But they do have meaning within the context of the story. It's just never like out loud discussed exactly what it is beyond some of them. But there is a purpose to them being on him. And it's always interesting because like I'm almost always drawing him at the age that he is in the story, which is when he looks like this. But if you were to draw him at different ages, you would see that you can tell how old he is by which tattoos or which scars he has. Because it's not like they just like sit him down for 28 hours and like put them all on him. He gets them like slowly over the span of his life. So like you can tell if where in the story it is, even if you want to do like where the book opens or where the book ends, by this one on his neck, because he gets that one in the story. So when you start the book, he doesn't have that one. Like, so it's like you can tell where in his life and where in his story he is by which scars he has. And I think that's kind of neat, you know? It's just kind of an interesting little thing. Can you make one of them be from being bitten by a hamster in my honor? Absolutely not. Under no circumstances will I be doing that. But thank you for the generous suggestion. No. They all have meaning, but they're not from like parts of his life. Yeah, Azazel does not know what a hamster is. What's your favorite thing about Zadkiel? That's hard. See, Zadkiel is an interesting character because I've played around with his character quite a few times. He's like I'm still trying to really nail down like 100% perfectly who he is because I'm still like in the process of working on him. Unfortunately, as I'm like literally still writing the book. I bet you I could copy paste some of this. But the thing with Zadkiel is I like that he knows sometimes when to how to say when not to ask, if that makes sense. Like he's definitely somebody like, oh yeah, he'll listen to like if something's wrong or if like you need to talk about something, like he'll listen. But he also knows better than some people do when just not to ask. Like he's not gonna like demand to hear or demand to listen or demand you talk and explain through something when you're not in a position to do so. Like, because sometimes you're just not. Sometimes like you don't want to talk about it, and that's okay, and he's not gonna force it. And he is the person to go to when you don't want to talk about it. Like if you're like, hey, something's really wrong and I do not want to talk about it, I just want to forget it's happening, like he's the guy to go to for that one. And like obviously he'll help if it's more of like a serious thing of like you gotta like something's really wrong and I need to work through it. But if you're like, hey, I just want to forget this is going on just for like a little bit, like he's your guy. I think that's an important friend to have. Somebody who can be there for you and not have to know. Cheating, baby. I love characters like that. Me too. Can you write my college essay for me? Also, I love these two. They're so silly. They are. ZQ, yeah. It's my boy. I feel like I'm not happy with the way this is placed yet. God damn. It's more like there. Okay. That feels a little bit more accurate. But yeah, I don't know. Ezekiel's interesting. I've definitely played around with this character a lot, because when I first started writing the story, like I was like, he's gonna be like this like super, he's had two very big extremes, and this isn't a huge spoiler because he's not either of these things anymore. But he used to have two really massive extremes that I swung through, which was he's this like very cocky, very loud, very boisterous, very funny, very flirty, like very eccentric personality that he was just like a lot. And then I kind of shifted. I was like, no, I don't like that. And I went like completely the opposite direction. And I was like, he's very serious and very withdrawn and very quiet and very intense and very polite and very formal. My friends will remember that stage a little bit more, because like that, that's kind of where I started like actually trying to write him. And that's where people kind of have seen some writing of him where he is very formal and very clearly and eloquently spoke. Very eloquent. So yeah, it's interesting. College essays rip. Fucking yes, because like I want to write something that means something, but I don't have anything I can think of that means anything, like genuinely has emotion to it. Make something mundane mean something. Make that shit up, dude. No, dead ass. Make it up. Make it up. My college essay was on the time I went to Peru. I did not make mine up actually, but like you can make something that has me. Tyrio, you're an author. You are an emotional based author. You could make up anything. I'm trying to see if I can find my college essay. College entrance essay. Okay, here you guys go. Hey, you want to hear my college entrance essay? I don't think this will reveal anything about me. Okay. Mine was on chaos theory and how the butterfly effect changed my approach to new things, and parts of it were also made up. Okay, this is my college entrance essay. The question was, consider something in your life that you think goes unnoticed and write about why it's important to you. Okay. Here's my college entrance essay. When I stood on top of that mountain, something clicked. First off, hook 'em. You gotta hook 'em. When I stood on the top of that mountain, something clicked. In my junior year of high school, I traveled to Peru in a full immersion Spanish trip. We spent 12 days in a country nothing like our own, living with an unknown family, surrounded by people who spoke only a language we barely knew. Now, Spanish class taught us a lot of things, like grammar, spelling, and conjugations. But when you're trying to order food or ask directions, coming up the right words was like grasping at thin air. We learned quickly, but it was never enough to have conversations. The most memorable day was spent entirely on visiting a remote school and spending a day with the children. They were not just a few miles from town or across a river. This school was placed 3 hours up a mountain by vehicle, with only one path that was barely a car wide. At the end of the trip and a small 5-minute hike up a steep hill, we reached a school. There were children gathered of every age from 3 to 15, all in the same long skirt and floppy hats, the boys in colorful vests. We all sat facing each other as the supplies we donated were passed out to the children. We had heard that we were a few bags short of supplies, and every single student who had come on the trip emptied their bags. Snacks, toys, sunglasses, pencils, notebooks, everything we had with us, we gave them. Then came the hard part, interacting. As soon as we mingled with the students, it was clear that there was something very new and strange to them. And the hardest part was we couldn't talk. It was as if you could feel the language barrier looming in the air. They couldn't understand us. We couldn't understand them. Some of the younger kids didn't even speak Spanish yet. They spoke a different native language. It was clear none of us knew exactly what to do until someone across the courtyard made a breakthrough. With one goofy facial expression, the tension was broken. She laughed. A smile is something universal. Laughter, hugging, it means the same thing everywhere in the world. When it comes down to it, language barriers, age differences, racial and cultural separations, every gap can be filled with a smile. Everyone of every different variation of human smiles the same. It's something that goes unnoticed in everyday life. If someone is having a terrible day, something small like a fleeting smile from a passing stranger could make the difference. At the end of the day, with the children in Peru, I took a moment before we left, and I took in the view from that mountaintop. It was surreal, a beautiful view, and it stirred a deep longing to reach out to as many children as I could, to place a smile on all of their faces, as we had done for the school that day. To me, a smile is one of the most important things to do every day, for yourself and the people around you. We've all had a day where a smile feels impossible, where it would be easier to break into tears than into laughter. But what if on those days, someone we didn't know just smiled at us? Couldn't sharing happiness be as simple as that? For the entire trip, the memory most engraved in me are the smiles and laughter of those children. We didn't need words to understand each other because a smile could say it all. There you go. That's my stupid little, that was my college essay. It was on, what is the unnoticed thing that's important to you? And mine was the concept of smiling. That was my college entrance essay. W words. It was 650 words. That you can make up anything. You can say anything, and mine wasn't made up. Mine is actually true, and that is actually the breakthrough that we had. It was kind of a crazy experience because it really was. It was really awkward in the beginning because we were like, you know, high school students trying to interact with elementary and middle school students who didn't speak the same language as us, and we couldn't talk. Like, so we had this like strange interaction, and we couldn't figure it out until somebody started like somebody made a silly face, and a girl laughed, and suddenly it was like, oh, we're gonna be fine. And then you know what we did? You know what we did to cross the barrier? We played Duck, Duck, Goose. They taught us the words for it, and we, a bunch of high schoolers, and them, a bunch of elementary schoolers, played Duck, Duck, Goose for like an hour. I just complained about COVID in mine. There you go. Which had the bonus of defending why my high school transcript was so questionable. That's so true, actually. That's a good reason. That's a good way to do it. I have not yet did the work on that foot, so we'll see. Okay. I need to do like, this is the center line. Anyways, yeah, college essay entrance, whatever the fucks, are sure an event, honestly. It's one of the last academic things you do that like are like, it is really hyped up when you're in like high school, and then doesn't end up being nearly as important as it seems. Like, I don't know if I know anybody who's ever been denied a college entrance because of their lackluster essay. It just doesn't feel like it really matters that much. Like, unless you really don't have anything else to show that, like, maybe that your essay is what convinces them. But, like, I don't know. It just feels like it's usually just not that deep. And maybe that's my, maybe I've got privilege speaking there. I'm not really sure. But I don't know. Like, I'm fairly certain I was a guaranteed entrance to my college, so it just didn't really matter. Yeah, they do make you prove that you're literate. It's true. The conclusion was basically, I learned that sometimes no matter how hard you try, you still fail, and that you have to reach out and ask for help or completely change the path that you're on, etc., etc. That's a good one. My advisor later told me that mine doesn't matter because I was a transfer student. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, didn't even ask me to submit mine in my transfer application. Yeah, I think transfers are different because it's clear you've already been accepted to a college. I think like Reese is saying, it's more just to make sure that you are literate and capable of attending college. Oh my god, I love the song. The soil is your mom. We're gonna feel free to spam in chat. I'm bumping to this song. Daddy loves tilling the soil while the soil's on a rebound from your first dad dying. That's very dark. Plow loves tilling the soil while the soil's on the rebound from your first dad dying. Soil is your mom. Soil is your mom. Daddy likes to work in the fields. plowing and tilling the soil. The soil is your mom. Daddy likes to work in the fields. Oh yeah. Daddy loves tilling the soil. Well, the soil's on a rebound from your first dad dying. That's very dark. Plowing and tilling the soil. Well, the soil's on a rebound from your first dad dying. Soil is my mom. It's my friend's mom. Daddy will get back down the soil. Gonna lay down the soil. Treat it right. Give it a drink. Buy it dinner. Buy it a movie. Daddy's gonna back down the soil. Gonna lay down the soil. Give it right. Give it a drink. Buy it dinner. Buy it a movie. Oh yeah. I want to hear this song in a rave, bro. Daddy loves tilling the soil. I'm so confused. What are you confused on? Pig. Chicken. Chicken. Daddy likes the dick. Big, fucky dick. Daddy wants the dick. Daddy wants the dick. Okay, anyways. Had to stop for a song. You know how it gets. Sometimes you have a song come on, you just have to stop everything you're doing for a song. What's wrong with the song? Did you not like the song? It's called Daddy Likes Tilling the Soil. Did you miss the meaning of the song? I can play it again if you missed it. Basically, the takeaway is that Daddy likes tilling the soil, and the soil is your mom. Did you catch that part? I'm not sure you caught that part. If it's confusing, I can play it again. I gotta finish this fucker's toes. 2, 3, 4. I also gotta. Message is a little unclear. Message unclear. Dick caught and stealing fan kind of energy. I think this toe is too large. That toe might still be too large, actually. May need to rethink my toe sizes. I also gave him like a wicked toe angle. I feel like I should probably like do you know what I mean? And like maybe move all of this up. Like something like that. I don't know. I feel like the toe angle is too dramatic here. Hang on. We're experimenting. We're experimenting. Hang on. That feels more correct. That feels more apt for what a toe is supposed to look like. Okay. I'll work on the actual shading in a bit. Playing the stream picture in picture mode lags out my Procreate. So that was just a whole ass minute of you vibing and simultaneously lagging out everything I have open on my end. I'm so sorry. The ad started to play as it started, so just hearing the end bit was funny. Which one is Azazel again? They both have Z's in their name, okay? This is Azazel. Azazel is this one. Zadkiel is this one. Azazel, Zadkiel. Azazel, Zadkiel. Azazel's a ginger. Zadkiel is a black man. Now I want to draw feet. I love feet. And then just officer this one right here. Not all of you being like feet. This is and y'all think I'm the weird one for always drawing my characters with their fucking dogs out. It's for the people. I'm a man of the people. Personally, a knee gal. Reese really likes my knees in this one. I think also missed Ollie asking a question. Yes, what's your favorite thing about Azazel? again, it's so hard. Smooth lines are just so good. Thank you, Reese. Unironically, your compliments on it are the thing keeping me going right now. The knees are gorge. Thank you. Every time someone draws Olive shoes on, an angel dies. No, unironically. Has anyone ever done that? It's I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, favorite thing about Azazel. I mean, it's so hard for me to think about my characters like that and like try to like think about like, man, what about this character really hooks me? Like, that's such a hard question for my brain. I mean, I think it's just that, like, I don't know. Azazel is really somebody who kind of like is kind of just open to the world, like open to like concepts of the world, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but I mean, like, in a way that like he's never really closed off to the idea of something. Like, if somebody presents like a concept or an ideal, like, of like, oh yeah, I think this is this thing, or this is this way, or whatever the thing is, like, he's like the first one to be like very open and like interested and wants to learn and wants to explore and wants to like see the world and like all those kind of things. Like, he's very like, I don't want to say trusting, like he's like overly trusting, but he is like, he's probably trusting to some kind of fault. But a lot of it is more of just like, I don't know. It's just this thing about him that like he like, especially like early on in the story, he really doesn't believe that there is like I don't know, badness in the world. I don't want to say that he's naive, because it's not necessarily like naivety that he like doesn't know that badness exists, but he's just so like so on the positive side of trying to see the good things. And like, obviously that is like deeply challenged in the story, and he doesn't always remain that way. But it is like his core instinct is goodness and like seeing and trusting the goodness in people. And that's not many people's core instinct. Like, meeting somebody new is in like being faced with like really intense like things that you have to like think through or whatever. Not everybody's core instinct is like trusting goodness and kindness and all of that. A lot of people's instinct is like fear or like disgust. But he's just like, I don't know. He's got something to him, man. Xander, say hi to my mom. Hello, Athene Weenie's mom. I'm crying about people not knowing who's Sublime. I'm sorry. Everyone's celebrating that. I'm so glad everybody's so happy. Yeah, literally hips. I'm so everyone's so happy. How would he celebrate? His birthday. I don't know if I can talk about this. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, so the birthday is kind of important. No, I don't know if I can do this. How much am I allowed to tell you guys before I spoil the entire story? The book's not going to be done for forever. It doesn't matter. It's going to be years before the stupid story's ready. People won't remember. So birthdays are a little important for Azazel. And he gets all dressed up. And the whole town celebrates. You can't play this song. God, I love this song. For Azazel's birthday, the whole town celebrates. And everybody gets together. And they decorate the entire town. I'm talking like every single building, the whole town square, the church, everything. They absolutely deck it out in specifically purple decorations, but specifically wisteria, but just like purple in general. And and everybody goes like all out, and there's like foods and feasts and celebrations. Obviously they start the day with church, and they'll all gather in, and they go and they pray as per usual, and Azazel has to be all dressed up because it's a big deal for everybody to see him because he is the town's sacrifice. And so they all throw this like huge celebration for him during the day. L to all the ad break people. But yeah, it is, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a big celebration. It's a big deal. And then, how do I, at the end of the day, he goes back to the church, and his birthday is the day that he adds to the scars. I won't go into any more detail than that, but that is the day each year that there is a celebration of worship, and then the scars that night. And I won't say anything else about it because I can't. I'll ruin it. But there's a drawing I did. There's a drawing I did. I have to show you. Hang on. This is Azazel on his birthday. It's Azazel. This is Azazel on his birthday. The little one is when he's 5, and the big one is the where we start the story. That's my boy. Look at him when he's little. He's only 5 here. Look how happy he is. But yeah, that's my boy. My beautiful boy. He's so cute. He's such a cute kid. But yeah. This drawing means a whole lot to Xander. It means a whole lot to my poor, very, very sad heart. But yeah, that's my boy. Okay, anyways. That's emotional baggage right there. Hopefully that's enough to convince you guys to want to read the book. Hopefully. Does that convince you? Do you guys want to read the book yet? Are you convinced? Are you not entertained? Give us the book already. I can't. It's not done. It's not done. I have to rewrite the whole thing. I promise I'm still working on it. Unironically, like genuinely, really, truly, I swear, I promise on my life. I promise on my life. Oh, 1 more hour until I get to clock my 24-hour. I've been taking pictures of it in process every 6 hours. This is 23 hours into this stupid art piece. Also, do you want to know something I'm actually really proud of? Do you see the skirt that's like draped over him, how it's see-through? How like you can see like the shape of Zadkiel like there. Oh, hang on. I can't even like this, the shape of Zadkiel like there, and you can see like his leg, and you can see like his thigh and like where it ends. You can see like Zadkiel's leg behind it. Like you see all that cool stuff. Guess what? That layer is on full opacity, baby. That's this layer right here. It's at full opacity. At 100% opacity. That's shaded in. I don't know why I'm really proud about that, but I am. Because normally I'll just like make it purple and then lower the opacity. Nope. Did that myself. I don't want this song. I don't want Peaches. Don't want it. Thank you. Why can't I see his penis then, huh? This is a dreamer boy, because I'm not drawing his dick. Fuck you. Even like this up here, this is drawn on to make it look that way, and I was really proud of that. I don't know why, but I sure am. Him being a little crop top is so funny. I gotta figure out what the fuck to do next. I have so many little things I need to work on that I need to render out, and I don't want to. I'm so bored. Rah. I need to render his hand. This hand looks like shit. I've redrawn this hand about 8 times. Because, like, I just haven't been happy with it. And I'm trying to make it look like it's resting on his knee, and I'm still not happy with it. I don't know. I think it's too... Is it too big? Is this hand too large? Usually your hand is, like generally face-sized. I mean, it might be a little big. Hmm. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. Because I need to take the purple layer off, and I'm afraid that Twitch is going to be mad about that, so I'm going to add a pair of shorts onto his stupid coverings. Hang on. I'm putting him in a pair of shorts suddenly. Sure. This works. Whatever. Are there religious scars on his shaft? No, there's not. I'm on Blender. Why are you lying to me? I'm not. Ollie, I would love it if you were on Blender. That'd be so funny. I haunt your dreams. I think you'd like it. I have not. Turns it grabs up. Ollie, why are you on Blender? Now I really need to know. Yes, send pictures. What the fuck are you doing on Blender? Since when do you even know how to do Blender? I was so proud that I learned how to use Blender. Since when do you also just know how to use Blender? I need to know. Send me pics. Yesterday? What? My status as the only person who knows how to use Blender just went out the window. I'm kidding. Please learn skills. What are you doing on Blender? I'm just gonna sound stupid. What's Blender? Blender is a 3D animation software. It's a 3D modeling software, I should say. I don't know if my skills in 3D modeling would translate to Blender. I don't know. Converting CC. You're making CC. Wait. That's crazy. I offered to use Blender to make CC for you, and you've gone over and you're like, you know what? I got it. I gotta see pictures of this. Oh my god, that's crazy. Wild. You've committed to an entirely new level of SimCC. No, I'm not saying you should have gone to me. It's just cool. I just remember offering. I was like, I can make you SimCC now, and I just like, I love that you've just like, you know what? I'm doing this. I think that's brilliant. And Ollie will do anything except for write her Bible study. She will download Blender and hand render SimCC. They're not perfect, but man, did I try. I love that. That's crazy. God, making hands is so difficult. Ah. Okay. Yeah. I am not doing good. Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Oh my, clothes are dirty, cause I'm smelling like a bag of shit. Go to pour my coffee and I miss my cup. OMG, that is just my luck. Look in the mirror and say, what's up, you useless fuck? This is why you said you will not believe a program I'm on. You did not, in fact, believe me. I didn't. I thought you were just goofing. I genuinely, I just thought you were goofing because, you know, you knew that I use Blender, but that's crazy. I love that for you. I hope it fulfills all of your SimCC needs. I hope it fills you with joy. Honestly, like, learning how to use Blender is a shit ton of work, so it's a pretty cool skill to have. As somebody who's tried to use Blender, like, I won't say it's like impossible to use, especially in like the early stages of it. Like people can pick it up. I don't want to scare anybody off of it, like, unironically, but like, it's definitely not an easy program to use. Maybe that's just like a personal problem and it really is easy, but like, it's like the beginning layers of it make a lot of sense, and then like the second you step into like the more intense stuff, it doesn't make any sense. It's not that it doesn't make sense, it's just there's a lot to learn. I'm not about to start making CC from scratch. I'm just converting shit. I just wanted a single hair so bad, and then I did that one. Now I'm doing another one. Okay, everybody's going to learn Blender now. Reese is like, you know what? I gotta learn. Xander, pick a card suit for no particular reason. Diamonds. Everybody singing. This arm just don't look right. I'm trying to like figure out what I'm doing wrong here, but I can feel that this arm isn't like built right. Is that more correct? Is this elbow too high? Is that what it's bothering me? I think that might have been what was bothering me. I don't know what it is. That's better, I think. That feels more correct. Okay. Something like that-ish. I'm not learning Blender anytime soon. You just learned it. You're using it. Don't break that down. Like, don't like shut yourself down. You were actively using Blender. And a card rank unrelated to the suit. Knight. I don't have the time for learning a new 3D program, but maybe I'll watch a video to see. Watch I was gonna say watch the donut tutorial, but if you're not following it, there's no reason to, because the donut tutorial is so long. Xander, yes? Listen, if you're gonna tell me what that's not a card rank, I don't know what the fuck a rank is. I don't know what a fucking card rank is. I thought you meant like a card thing. I just feel like you want Blender to be your thing. I don't. Full, true honesty. 100% honesty. I do not want Blender to just be my thing. The only reason I responded the way the number of face that's a, what am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking tarot cards. Sorry. I was like, what is wrong? Page, Knight, King, Queen. Page, Knight, King, Queen. What's wrong with you? Tarot cards are not real cards. Then Jack, I guess. Sorry. I was like, either an ace or a Jack. Or like a 3. One of those. 3 is my answer. Fuck you. No, I don't care about people using Blender. You can totally use Blender. Learn Blender. I think it would be super cool if multiple people know how to use Blender. The reason I got like all like, oh, everybody knows how to use Blender now is because I'm insecure. That's really genuinely the only reason. And I like feeling like I'm useful to people. And if other people can do the thing that I can do, then I'm not useful to them. But also, if you were constantly being like, Xander, can you do this like CC for me? I'd be like, you should just learn how to do it yourself. So like, you should learn how to do it yourself. It's just like, That's literally the only reason. Just like, I like being useful to my friends, and also I like feeling like I can do something difficult. And it's the more people who can do it, the less impressive it is. That's really all it is. I want to impress my friends and also be useful to them. It's not that I want Blender to be my thing, I promise. Trust me. You want to learn how to code and do it for me? Yeah, I'll learn how to code for you. Anything you want. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm certain. I'm like, this is just, I'm not doing this right here. Painting. There's something about this arm that just, I can't get it to look right. I feel like that's closer to correct. But now I've got to fucking... Ugh. My constant problem with this thing is that these fucking layers aren't correct. Xander, for real, on the my accomplishments are not accomplishments because I felt obligated to achieve them train. That's not, I mean, that's not necessarily true. My accomplishments are not accomplishments because I felt obligated to achieve them. See, and I definitely don't ride quite that train. I almost do like the opposite. It's more of like, my achievements aren't achievements if everybody else can also achieve them. That's what it is for me. My achievements just simply aren't achievements if everybody else can also do them. It's not that they're not achievements, it's just that they're not impressive. Does that make sense? Like, it's not impressive what I can do if everybody else can just also do it. Which I know isn't true. Just saying that's where the instinct comes. Okay, and then... There we go. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Okay. And then I can get rid of this again. Oh, did not mean to get rid of these. God damn it. Lock that back in. Okay, there we go. Okay, kind of, sort of, have a hand, kind of, sort of. It still doesn't look right, but I'm trying so hard. I did adjust the elbow on the purple layer. It's not quite perfect. Yeah. That is the correct. Ah, okay. This drawing is gonna be the thing that puts me down like a dog, man. This is gonna be the one that puts me down, man. I think the hand looks fine. Maybe the arm isn't the right length. I don't know what else could be making your eye go geek. Yeah, the arm is definitely too long. Like, I'm certain the arm is too long. But, like, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, if I just take this... yeah, like, it's definitely too long. Like, if I put the shoulder...
You gotta do a little... You know what I mean?
Poison, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're well. I think it's specifically the bicep. Like, the bicep is what's too long. Hey, Stone Tonic, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, mate. It's good to have you. My name is Xander. I'm where? You're here.
I don't care. This is cute.
Okay, so the elbow is kind of in the right place. I think it's the bicep is too long. So if I put the arm back here, and I don't even know how to fix it because then it won't reach his knee. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I could like stiffen his arm. Gotta get food and then head to bed. No worries, mate. Good to have you here. I'm here from the raid. Welcome in. Good to have you. Did I say that already? Yeah. Anyways. Everything about it just is I don't know. Something about this just isn't right. Okay. Now I gotta actually do like the coloring part of all this. Cause I gotta make this all look like it's a drawing. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this drawing to quite look the way I want because like I can't tell what I want half the time. Sometimes it's like there's too much like texture and then sometimes I smooth it out and then there's just no texture at all. And it's just I keep going back and forth on like what I want this thing to look like. And the whole point was supposed to be that I was like adding like color, and I tried to do that up here, and like it was both like too subtle and too obvious, and like it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And I just like I can't quite get all of it to do. I can't get it to behave properly. I don't know what I've done. Like sometimes like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on the right track here, and then I'm like, no, I'm not. See, and that's like too purple, obviously, because I needed to do just like one really light layer on it, but like... I don't know what I'm doing. What's your favorite thing about Azazel and Zadkiel? Like the duo? Damn, the drawing looks cool. Thank you, mate. I got a dip if I'm gonna use a shower before I take doggo for the night. No worries, mate. My favorite part of them is a couple. The thing with Azazel and Zadkiel, you know what I mean? The thing with them as a couple is that they were intentionally created and written. Gotta have to study. Have a great stream. No worries, mate. Good to have you. They were originally created with the intention of them being a couple, right? So that I wrote them with the intention of like they're gonna be in love, and there's gonna be like romance and shit. And through like writing the novel, like I found a story in there that was more interesting than like a love story, and the love, like the romance novel that I thought I was writing just like really took like a back seat somehow, because suddenly like there was this thing that I was really invested in with this story that I really wanted to tell, that just didn't have anything to do with like them being in love. Like it was just this like story that had evolved. And like there was always like actually a plot too as well, obviously, but it was just like suddenly this like I really had like a narrative and like a there was a lot to it. And so like their romance kind of like took a back seat to all of it as I kind of like worked out exactly what I wanted to do with this like story at this point, because I was like, this isn't what I intended it to be, and it wasn't my intentions, but like my intentions were good. But I ended up in this weird place. So like a lot of things that I would say about like what they are as a couple isn't necessarily true anymore, because like who they are in the book is so far from like who they kind of were in my head before they became like written on the screen. Not that there like isn't any romance at all, there is, but like it's just it looks a lot different than I had originally planned it to look. And they've kind of become something very different, and I think a lot of it is that like for each other they're kind of like the concept of like the way out. Like for both of them, they kind of have this dynamic that is like, you are like what I've been looking for, and in more ways than one, because in some of it it's that like you are like what I've been looking for, because like I've been looking for this way out of the life that I'm living, because I don't want to be living like this anymore, and like you are what I need to not live like this anymore. Like you are the out that I've been looking for. But also at the same time, like on the other side of it, it's that while the other one is like the vision of offering them an out, they're also suddenly like the thing that makes being in the life that they're living worth it. Like the thing that like, yeah, it's awful and I want out, and I've wanted out for years, and of course I want out, but also if I had to stay in, I would, because you're worth it, because I would do that for you. Like that's like kind of like where it ends up like being this like they are that for each other. And I really think that's kind of magical. And none of these knuckles are in the right place, but that's okay. I don't know. It's just like a fun part of who they are and how their characters progress through the story. It means a lot to me. They got a lot of feeling in them. Got a lot of emotion. But yeah, I don't know. They're kind of funky little characters. I think they're kind of cool, you know. I've got good hopes around how I think people will react to them. I've had a lot of problems with the book recently, because I've had problems with how I feel about the novel, and like making like pretty drastic overarching changes, like changing like the tense of the story and changing like the pacing of it a little bit. And I've had some angels and devils in my ears recently that have turned me against fantasy writing. And I don't mean angels and devils as in like actual literal people in my life, just to be clear, but like angels and devils as in like thoughts in my head that have changed my opinion on fantasy writing as opposed to realism writing. And like have kind of built up this fear that fantasy writing can't and won't be taken as seriously as realism writing, and that like trying to tell like a really important and really impactful story is difficult to do through the lens of like magical realism. Say it with your chest. I know, I unironically, genuinely, really mean it. It has nothing to do with people. Like it has nothing to do with like Ollie liking realism, or Reese like suddenly has been writing realism, or like I have friends who do realism. I also have friends who do fantasy, like Emily who does fantasy, and Rumi who does fantasy, and I who normally do fantasy, and I've been dabbling in both. But my big problem is with Lamb of Gods, I'm trying to talk about something really intense. I'm trying to face these really big moral, religious, ethical questions, and trying to do these really intense, really moral, really religious, like questions about the structure and humanity, and then also like make it a fantasy world, and like have like there's magic, and there's angels, and like I worry that it will lessen the impact, which I know generally isn't true, because there's so many fun ways to explore those like dynamics through a fantasy lens. I'm afraid that I'm not quite doing it right. Like, it's just like, it doesn't feel like it's like an intricate part of it. And I was thinking about it. I was like, would my story really be different? Would it really change anything if Zadkiel wasn't an angel? If he was just like a guy, like if he was just a dude. And I sat and I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to be real. I don't think it would change anything. Like, if my story is written in fantasy, one of the things you're supposed to ask yourself as a fantasy writer is, why is it a fantasy story? What is the importance of having this be in a fantasy context? How are you able to tell the story or the narrative through a deeper lens, through a better view, through whatever it is, because you are in a fantasy setting? And I do not think that Zadkiel being an angel or there being a novel, like, fantasy piece to this makes the story more impactful. I don't think I use it to strengthen my story at all, genuinely. And I'm starting to fear that if I'm not using it to strengthen my story, that maybe I'm weakening my story by trying to, like, shoehorn that aspect into it. And now just, like, suddenly I'm, like, ending up on this, like, the story's nothing like I thought it was, because it was a fantasy romance when I started it, and now it's barely a romance, and suddenly it's not a fantasy, and, like, I just don't know what I'm writing anymore. This book has gotten away from me. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. I'm spinning out of control over here. Now I don't know. I want to, like, end up with something I'm happy with. That's really the important thing. I don't know what I'm happy with right now. I want to end up with something I'm proud of. And right now I'm definitely, like, back and forth on if I'm proud of where it's at. And it's not like I'm saying, like, I don't think I'm capable of finding a place where I'm proud of it. Like, I'm definitely struggling. I am having said struggles of, like, trying to figure out, like, what is gonna make this story feel finished. I know a lot of people love fantasy, and maybe there are people, like, you know, like Wicked. Like, Wicked's really into fantasy, and Wicked's really into third person. And I've already changed it from third person to first person. Now Wicked's like, I hate first person. And then I'm going to be like, actually, it's not a fantasy story either. And also, it's not even a romance either. And suddenly everything that people were interested in the story just isn't there anymore. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. And maybe it's just that I'm, like, thinking of better ideas, and maybe those ideas are better explored in another story. But it's just like I'm being excited by new ideas, and I'm thinking about, like, maybe those ideas are for this story, and maybe they're better explored, like, some other time, some other place, like, not here, not now, you know? I'm just not sure. I'm not sure when the right time and place to explore is. I'm sure I'll figure it out. This is just me whimpering about my book. Oh, am I at my 24 hours? Nope, not quite. Half hour more. I'm trying to get as much done as I can in the 6 hours, because it was we were joking about it being the final stretch. It just is not the final stretch. It just simply is not the final stretch. There's just so much more to stretch. I would love if it was the final stretch, but it's just not. I have so much to do in this drawing. But I also, like, I'm not putting any rules on this art piece. That's why I've been allowed to, like, fuck around with it so much and, like, try different things and, like, hope that they turn out. And if they don't turn out, like, it just doesn't matter. Like, I'll just, like, redo it. Like, I've gone back and forth and tried so many different things and, like, new things in this specific drawing that, like, I'm not pressed. I don't know. Like, I just don't care if things don't work. I'm just trying new things. I need like a reddish. I need like way more red. There we go. Okay. Not to make this out me, but no worries. But I've always struggled with giving my non-fantasy writing to a group of people who write exclusively fantasy because it always felt incorrect and boring and unwanted. But that shouldn't stop you from writing something you're passionate about. So you can adjust the fantasy elements, but also don't do that because you're worried about fantasy inherently taking away from the depth or seriousness, because I really don't think it does. It always just depends on the execution. I'm at bed. Good night. Good night, mate. Why is fishing so euphemistic even when you're trying to not to make euphemisms? I mean, yeah, it sure can be. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I've had a lot of fantasy stories that explore incredibly deep and like serious topics that I really enjoyed, like truly and genuinely, that I've really loved those stories. And I never was like, oh, this is weaker because there is a fantasy element in here, and I really wish this was realism. Like I've never come across that problem. But like, I definitely think that there's people who think that way, and I don't know if I want to cater that direction or not. The butt of the rod rested against his legs. Be so for real. Yeah. Unforge. I feel like I need to brush my teeth. It's not like I haven't brushed my teeth. I brushed my teeth like I brushed my teeth last night. I did not brush my teeth this morning. But like I feel like I need to brush my teeth, which is weird. I gotta shave this stupid foot. It's driving me nuts. Let's do the like these. I guess this whole foot's gonna be pretty dark except for like the top of it, eh? And like this foot's gonna be pretty dark too. Do like that. And I'll do the toes will be like this. See that? I don't want that. I just want like this. And like this will be his toenail. Do you know what I mean? That's not the correct angle for a toenail, but like I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a fuck. Like that's the nail. This would be this nail. Oh, that's not the right. I'm actually gonna do it on this layer. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna do it on that layer. I'm gonna do it on this layer. Like this would be this toenail. And like toenail. You know? Do I need to draw toenails on him? No. Might I? Yeah. Like something like that. You know? So there's like some semblance of a figured out foot situation. There's a foot back there. We know that there's a shaded foot back there somewhere. Okay. Because otherwise it was just a completely unshaded foot, and that just looked a little weird. Where your fingers... Wait, is there a word for the part of your hand where you get calluses, where your fingers meet your palm? Those are the pads of your hand. Kind of like the pads of your feet. Those are like the pads of your palm. Those are your pads. It's where weight is meant to be rested, if weight was to be rested on our hands. Which is why like it's like the pads of your feet, like... It's because, like, it's the pads of your feet are also, like, the balls of your feet. Like, but those aren't the balls of your hand. It's just, like, the pads of your hands. At least that's what I've always heard them referred as. Pads with fingertips? Huh. I mean... I guess I've always just heard fingertips as fingertips. Let me see. What is the part of your hand you get calluses on called? The palms, the soft undersides of the fingers, the ridge. What is the ridge of the palm? That's what it's called. It's called the ridge of the palm. Like from an actual technical standpoint. Name for the ridge of your palm. The ridge of your palm. I guess that's the correct term for it. Covered by ridges called palm prints and fingerprints. Raised lines or patterns of the whatever. I guess, yeah, you could call this the pad, or the pads of your thumb makes sense. I would call these the pads, or you can call them the ridge of your palm, I suppose. But I feel like that would refer to like the ridges, like the palmar ridges. I don't know. Yo no sé. Treat me like an animal, fuck me, then eat me like a cannibal. An American Horror Show. Okay, hang on. Stare at my lovely face for a moment while I import my thingy. Do I have a reference for how I did your hands? This. Okay. Okay. It's on the first ridge of each. And then this one also has here. This is gonna make me not like the hands because I'm gonna suddenly notice just how uneven it is. Yeah, why does it do that? Because that's just not how it would do, would it? I feel like I gotta fuck around again. Hang on. Like, I think this needs to come up. You know, like that. And I think maybe... Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Banana. Banana. Oh, look what the fuck are you doing? Okay. That feels slightly more correct. Maybe. Stallion to his other. But I really have a child at a feet. I don't know, but I'm glad to be back. Okay, and then move these. That's not the right color. Okay. That the whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. But if I started my start off lighthearted at first, I'm targeting my confidence is my skyrocketing. Okay, that feels better. Kind of freaking out. New Kane Pixels backroom video. I don't know what that means. Sounds fun though. God damn it, bruh. Sorry, I'm actually tweaking. The amount of times that I have had to redo this stupid thing. Sometimes I wonder what the old me would say if he could see the way thing it is today. He'd probably say that everything was gay. It's my name, what's my name? Attacked by bees. Eyes black, black Chinese. Okay. Okay. I'ma say that shit. Okay. I think... Ah! Bad news bears, this Bible study is just my last one again. Valeria is just Vanna. I'm tired. What do you mean? Valeria's not Vanna. I mean, if they end up being similar in their sexual pursuits, that's one thing. But they're not the same character. You know? I can understand where they'll end up being similar. I don't know if mine are going to end up being similar in that way. I don't think they will. They might. Watch me take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night. Something's fucking wrong with me. I need to do a Bible study again soon. You guys are doing different characters. Yeah. I've been too caught up in drawing that I haven't written in a while. I feel you. Oh, where's my eye line? Eye line's gonna be way up there, so I think all of these are gonna be down curved. Okay. The thing is, I hate the arm because it's a twist point, right? So when his palm is out, this is the inside and that's the backside. But when his hand is then rotated and placed down, we are seeing the backs. Okay, so it actually would be pretty consistent up until there. I need a marker. I need a marker. Okay. If this is stupid, I'll deal with it later. Okay. So when facing out like this, without I need to not rotate my arm at all. I need to just keep my arm like this, because if I rotate him wrong. If I'm like this, right? If I'm like this. If I'm like, okay. If I'm here. Here. So this is, there's like the circles there. Circles. You know, like this. I'll wash those off. So like that, okay? And then the back side, there's a, I don't want to twist it because then I'm wrong. It leads up to the elbow. That's the thing. It's okay. It's elbow like this. Okay. And then it's I know that's not a straight line because I'm drawing from behind myself. See? And then immediately womp. So drawing Azazel is really stupid. It's very difficult. I hope these wash off. So, like... Because it's when he's like this, right? You see that? You can't see it because it's too bright. That doesn't help. I'm too pale. Wait. That doesn't help. Anyways, you see these, right? I don't know. Does this help? And then I do this, and it's the... Oh, maybe that's also wrong. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. And suddenly I'm listening to 21 Pilots, but alright. So I guess what would normally be a straight line goes back to the elbow that's back there. I won't keep this over that. Oh my, too deep. Please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. But from the things that work, that were only two, and from the two that we force to, peace will win, and fear will lose, and there's faith, and there's sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive, and I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know. You try to think. Like this. And it's actually gonna wrap like that. That's gonna be what it looks like. Despite the fact that it's supposed to be a straight line, it's actually not a straight line at all. And it'll be something like this. Like that. There we go. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Like this. Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry. Bad streamer. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, and then actually, look at my face again for a moment. But I know you're looking at my face. I just need to grab a different reference. Actually, I need a different reference. I have so many, like, because, like, I did end up switching that, didn't I? So which one would actually... My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace its thought with what I once bought. And somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. It curves down. Oop, I might have crashed it. It's fine. I didn't crash it. Everything's okay. Oh god, My Chemical Romance is here. Okay. Hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing. and said you won't feel a thing. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this part would work. Something like that. Like that? That makes sense. Okay. Did I put any extra? Don't think I did. I think I did do these. Like that. Like those. Ugh, God. I forgot, I gotta make sure I get ready to go today. So I cannot stream for super long tonight because I gotta drive home tomorrow, so I gotta go pack my bags and stuff. But I can just hang around for a little while. I talk badly about my writing a lot on here, but I swear, like, I do enjoy it. I know Ollie was talking earlier where she was like, I don't even think I actually like writing. Why do I do this? Like, I do. That's the thing. Like, I do enjoy writing. I'm a fan, actually. You may not believe me, but, like, I am indeed a fan of writing, and I'm a fan of novels and short stories and poems and all of the cool things. I'm like, you know. Oh, I changed that design, didn't I? Sure did. This design here, changed that. That is just not what it looks like anymore. It's actually... Sorry. But, like... I don't know. I do like writing. I'd like to do it as like a full-time gig, but I have my doubts that that's possible, honestly. For me, I should say. I know it's oops. I know people are physically capable of becoming full-time writers. Like, I know that's physically possible. But like the pace at which I create, I just don't think could sustain. It's something that would be really fun, but also, like, I think I'd probably get bored. Me and Rumi were actually just talking today about how, like, if she becomes like a full-time editor, like, it's kind of her hopes and dreams, you know, that she would need to like have some other job just to like get out of the house and like have something to do. Because like just being an at-home by yourself writer editor all day constantly does feel like it would get like after a certain point it would kind of get lonely and maybe boring. And like I think if I did writing and like commissions, if I could do writing commissions as a full-time, like I would love that. And like I would like go out to like coffee shops and stuff, so I wouldn't feel like quite as bored and alone. Like I feel like I could like make it work, but I don't know, maybe I would also get bored. Something like that, I don't know. Somebody has helped me. Come and give me a sign. Is it you I'll find? If so, then Give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me science and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. Bro, you'll never guess what the symbol on his elbow is. You'll never guess the sun symbolism. Pfft. It's crazy. Crazy work. And then I do like that. Is it some sort of representation of mankind's yearning for fire? It's gotta be. It's representation of his desire to be an astronaut. I bet you didn't know that Azazel's lifelong dream actually has been to be an astronaut. Where is he? Where is the man who made the food? What? Oh, where is he? 'Cause it's been 20 years. Boy. Don't you dare call my mother a tramp. Whoa. I just did. What you gonna do about it, champ? Somebody tell me. Come and give me a sign. I was trying to think if I could do like replicate the one on his leg, like this one, but I don't know if that would be too repetitive, Jesus. I swear to God, I draw his fucking scars different every single time, and I gotta stop that. But I'm always just like, no, wait, I could do better. Like, wait, I can do more. And then over here, I think you'd be on like, oops. Let's do that. Okay, I didn't need all this. Beep. Okay. For the most part, then, I think that's his tattoos done. And then it's an engineering mental image. I'm gonna head out lest I forget to sleep. I completely understand. I'm not gonna be live much longer. I think I'm actually wrapping up. Me thinks it's about time. Put that under, and then do this. That one, and those. Actually, maybe I will. It's gonna be like those, copy and paste, and then like like that, so you can still see them. But then I have to do the ones on his hips. I just don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. Would you be up to give me some feedback on my poem? Spell it with an E, my friend. P-E-O-M. Poem. P-O-E-M. I can't even fucking spell. I can't correct you and not fucking... Don't listen to me, apparently. I don't know how to spell. I just went P-E-O-M. Pyom. Pyom. Yes, I wouldn't mind, yeah. Sorry. Yes, I can give you some feedback if you'd like. It was I think I've read it, the one that was in the chat. Ash literally licked my nuts. You in particular. I think I'm gonna call a wrap on this today. If you're offering, am I ever not? I'm gonna call this a wrap today, methinks. So this is the work that we got done. It's something. I got fucking something done. I forgot I drew all over my goddamn arm. I gotta clean that up. I'm updating it because I'm doing it for school. Yeah, I saw you post about that. Yeah, send it again in the writing pretty words, and I'll give you opinions on the update. That is a shock, Jason, not me opening my mouth for something unholy. You opening your mouth for my balls? Is that the implication? What is the drawn version of a Bible study called? I need a good code word. That would be scripture depictions. I don't know. I don't know what the right word. Scripture depictions? Stained glass. Like, because, you know, it's like the art depictions of, like, this things that you would study in the Bible. It'd be like this stained glass. That's my new code word. I'm drawing stained glass right now, and you're just like, you're doing what? I'm writing a Bible study right now. You're doing a what? Pictographical Sunday? Pictographical Sunday school is awful. That's a crazy word for it. Oh, what did I just crack? I just stepped on something and totally cracked something, but I don't know what. Is it a pen? I think it was, it's fine. Bible study was always a joke substitute for the concept of sex, not necessarily. That's true. It could just be a visual Bible study. I like stained glass. I feel like it fits. Okay. Bible study is the writing, and stained glass is the art of it. Anyways, I do have to pack to leave tomorrow. My gentle reminder that I will not be here the rest of this weekend. I have some cool things going on this weekend. I'm gonna go see Rumi up in a different state. And then I am going to a concert, and I am going to my first official house party. Not like a party at a house. I mean like not a house party, sorry, a house show. It's my first official house show where I'm just like going to, like, a band that I like is playing a show. And they're like, yeah, we're doing a show at this place. DM for address. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. So I DM'd the band and was like, hey, wanted to come see you guys. What is the address? And they're like, oh, bet, see you there. Here's the address. And I looked it up, and it is just some dude's house. It's just some guy's house. It is just fully just, they're like, yeah, bro, come to the concert. The concert is like just some guy's living room. And I'm like, I'm so excited. It's exactly the kind of thing I'm interested in. But yeah, I'm excited. If I came into a Baptist church that did wisdom booklets in Sunday school, we had pictograph Bible stories about it. Yeah, there you go. You got in your wisdom booklets. Not your wisdom booklets. But yeah, I'll tell you guys when I get back how the visit with Rumi goes. I'll tell you guys how the house show went. I'll be active in the Discord and all of the fun stuff. And then the next time that you see me will be February 20th in 8 days for this subathon, baby. Subathon in the works, on its way. Very excited. I'm very hype. In the meantime, watch the lore and all the other fun things that you can do with your life, I guess. Let's see. Oh, this is let's see. I'm getting recommendations for art streams. Let's see. Do similar categories, similar size. Late night art stream. late night art streams. Let's see if these, oh, let's see if this people, oh, they're not streaming ATM. Don't recommend me people, oh, well, I guess they're on BRB is what it is. Trying to like look at like the recommended things to get you guys to somebody new, because I don't know if I have anybody who's streaming right now. Who's streaming right now? Foolish? I'm not sending you guys to Foolish. Adam Majesty, Sekuno. Just a bunch of people working on merch ideas. Sure, why not? I don't know you. Why not? This looks like a fairly average human being. I'm gonna get you sent over to Forest Granted. If they turn out weird, I don't know you, you don't know me, we've never met before, and we've never interacted, and then that's the last of it. But until then... Yeah, they seem pretty normal. Okay. Good luck. I'm gonna start you guys up on your raid. Take care of yourselves and all that fun stuff. And until then, I guess I'll see you on the subathon. Xander's quitting lied to you. Yeah, this is actually the last time I will ever be live. I'm actually never streaming again. Take one last good look at the face. I am going to drop off the face of the earth. I'm deleting every social media I've ever had, and you'll never see me again. Until then, yeah, have a good night. Sorry we're leaving on a sad song, but build a little world with me, I guess.